Josh, y'all. He's doing a great job. He's struggling to figure out how to talk into the mic, but he's doing a great job. No, I love it. It's been a lot of fun. I love seeing this show. It seems like a great place. I love seeing this. As Josh said, my name is Pinak. In case you guys have any trouble remembering that, just thinking it's like pina colada, but drop the alada because there's not a lot of Pinaks. Yeah, that's just gonna set up the next few, like 15 to 20 minutes. It's gonna be real awkward and nerdy. A lot of wordplay. But that's one of those things where, like, you know, if you have like a weird name, or if you're like a child of an immigrant, you know, you have to come up with some sort of pitch or hook to get people to remember your name. But like, it doesn't always go well. Like, I had a friend whose name is Hussein, right? Right? Yeah, see, why did you already say, oh? But no, like, the bad part would be he would tell people, yeah, it's like Saddam Hussein. And I would just be like, buddy, you gotta stop doing that. And he would just tell me like, I don't know, I feel like that's the easiest thing. I'm like, you could go with Barack Hussein Obama. Like, you're already Iraqi, bro. You're not helping your case. Sorry, Iraqi. Iraqi. Sorry, I gotta start with the right way before I come in with the white way. But no, I don't know. That's you guys. What?
So that was saying, you know why his last name wasn't ugly?
Why it wasn't ugly? Love the dad joke corner. That's gonna be my future. He's got the hair and everything. Oh man. You guys, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but when you're like medium fat and you go to the grocery store, people immediately have to look at your cart to see what value judgment they should make about you. You know? It's like if they see ice cream, they're like, okay, you're fine. I'll treat you like a human being. But if they see kale, they're like, oh, you're not even trying. Yes, I don't know, I'm very insecure about the way I look. I know I currently...
It does sound sorry.
It's wild to be heckled by the audience and then the machinery. It just turned into a carnival for a second there, and I'm like, what happened? I know we're clowns, but we're different. But no, like, I don't know, I feel like I am very insecure about the way I look. You know, I know I kind of look like the cult leader that white women cheat on their husbands with. Or like Jason Samosa. But no, like, I don't know, I grew up as the fat Indian kid, you know? And like, when you're fat and Indian, like, that's not your stereotype. Well, they're always skinny, scrawny kids. And so like, all the fat and ugly jokes get directed towards you. Like, I remember one time the subject of prom came up in high school, and my mom was just like, oh, well, you're not gonna go to prom, right?
What?
Yeah, and I was like, well, why wouldn't I go to prom? And she said, why would anyone go with you? That was my mom. Like, how do you come back from being burned by your mom like that? Man, she burned me harder than this dude burned Saddam. Like, but not like, I don't know, the one thing I kind of thought, like in my college years, in my early 20s, I dated a lot of black women, so I thought, okay, black women are really into me. But then I watched Chris Rock's Good Hair, which I'm not sure if you're familiar with that documentary, but it talks about weaves and like the origin and like the history of like the hair sales and everything. And it talks about how the fact that the most expensive weaves are actually made from Indian hair. So that was just like, oh man, I think they were trying to get a free weave out of me. That's why they were teaching me about leave-in conditioning. See how only the women laughs? It's because no man has ever used leave-in conditioner before.
Ooh, corset.
Hey, see, yeah, but that's because we got these curls. We gotta keep these curls. Yeah. I literally use a leave-in conditioner called Mixed Chicks because my hair is being cultivated for them. Oh man, you guys, I feel like my parents are very disappointed with me. Like I have 3 older sisters, right? And we were all born within 2 years, right? Like my oldest sister was born in 91. The twins were born in 92, and I was born in 93, 11 months after the twins.
Ooh.
Right? And my sister tried to tell me, like, oh, our parents were young, they didn't know how condoms worked or anything. I'm like, I don't know. There's not really a lot of people who are ready to have sex 2 months after popping out twins. And it just feels like my dad kept putting his thing in until another little thing popped out. It's weird when you know you were a product of sexism. But no, like I do feel like my parents are disappointed because the oldest sister is now a doctor, one of the twins is a lawyer, and the other twin married rich. Yeah, and I did stand-up comedy at a bar last year where they got my name wrong on the banner.
We got your name right.
Yes, you guys got it right. Yeah, no, you guys are great. Yeah. I did it at a bar where they didn't even just misspell my name, they just put a different Indian guy's name. They put Pinak Patel. My name is Pinak. That's Janak and Pinak are total. Janak is a dentist in the area, for the record. I learned that. Yeah, he doesn't know it, but he's become my arch rival. Because the next time I did a show at that same bar, his interior decorator was at the show, and I'm like, this dude's got interior decorator money. My parents would have been so proud of him. You guys, I like a lot of fact jokes, you know? There's a lot of weird facts out there. I love talking about that. But some of them are, I'm not going to do all of those jokes because some of them get a little wild. But, alright, I'm going to tell one. Did you guys know that motorcycles are loud on purpose? Yeah, motorcycles are loud on purpose so that way you don't get into an accident with them. And now you want to get into an accident with them on purpose. Yeah, what it solved. Did you guys know that the reason we deal with issues of pollen is because of plant sexism? That guy knew it. But no, the reason we have issues with pollen is because they only put male plants in public areas. So there's no female plants to catch all that male plant.
Because they smell bad.
Well, it's they're trying to pollinate. Yeah. So now we're stuck here storing that because they couldn't figure out how to put some female plants in the area. You guys, I'm not a big fan of the Cleveland Guardians name change. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but like the Cleveland Indians, they changed their names to the Cleveland Guardians a few years ago, and it was supposed to be like a PC thing. But like they took the name Cleveland Guardians from the Greek statues that are outside of the stadium. So that's still stealing from another culture? Like, you still didn't get the assignment right. Like, I mean, we couldn't have brought the Indians like back, right? Like the Cleveland Indians had to go. We already got rid of all the actual Indians. The Cleveland Indians couldn't stay. But I think we could have followed that trajectory, you know, and called them the Cleveland colonizers.
Yes!
It would have gone with that whole alliteration thing you got going on with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, change them all to K's and we really got something moving there. Oh man, you guys, I'm in a very interesting time in my life right now. I just had a baby last year. It's my first baby. Yeah. Huh?
You look good.
Thank you. Yeah. It was a very process in my body. Yeah. But no, it's been a weird time, you know? Like, there's a lot of things that people don't prepare you for, right? Like with having a kid. And I think, like, especially during the pregnancy, like during that birthing period, right? Like, people tell you, like, things that they think are gonna be crazy, like, oh, she's gonna have to push so much pressure she might poop on a table. Like, that's not crazy. I would have liked somebody to tell me that babies don't have their color when they're born. Because that would have been nice to know. Like, because we just weren't expecting black and brown to equal Gollum. Yeah, right? We're all a little traumatized from that. I've never seen that. Like, I just remember the doctor pulling him out and looking at him. I was like, now I understand why there's so many teeming baby stories. I get it now. All right. We've all experienced this trauma. Man. How you doing, Jeff? You liking the show so far? How many miles you bike a day?
I don't have a bike.
You don't have a bike? You got biker legs. I see it. I see what he was talking about. They're slick too. It's like, let me hide my legs here. I got distracted. Oh man. But it's been a trip for sure. Like I've like when you have a kid, especially when they're in this like toddler age, he's like about to be 15 months now, right? And so he just is constantly bringing the same book to me to read all the time. So at this point, I just stopped reading it normal. I just do a different accent every book. I'm just like, the hungry caterpillar ate one strawberry on Monday. On Tuesday, it ate 2 pears. On Thursday, it ate 3 pineapples. And on Friday, it had a stomachache. And I'm just like, because that's the only way I can entertain myself at this point with this, because they just want, at this point, he doesn't even want to read the same book. He just brings the it's a book that's like by Ford Motor Company for kids, and he just opens it up to the Ford Focus page, and that's it. The Ford Focus, for some reason. I don't know why that's been the car of his choice, but that's the page he wants to look at all day. You try to turn the page to read it, nope, doesn't want to. Just wants to read the Ford Focus page. That was not a bit I was supposed to do. All right. You guys, it's not bad. I'll wrap it up here soon because I gotta get back to DoorDashing. That's why I had my phone out here. I actually did pick up an order, but they didn't tip that well, so it's cool. I'll tell you guys one last one before I get out of here. So before COVID, I went to my first Catholic wedding. And I never want to hear another complaint about how long Indian weddings are ever again. No, because everybody always wants to say like, oh, aren't Indian weddings 3-4 days long? I'm like, no, we just party and drink for 3 days prior. And then there's like an hour of the ceremony in which you as a guest just get to hang out, talk, they pass out ice cream. No one cares if you're paying attention. Literally no one knows what that dude is saying up there. But then, at a Catholic wedding, you as a guest have to participate. Like, why do I have to sit here in the audience like, all right, stand up, sit down, kneel, stand up, sit down, kneel, stand up, sit down, kneel, put your left foot in, put your left foot out. I'm not doing the hokey pokey. All right, you guys, that's been my time. I've been Pinak Patel. Hold up, everybody.